is a football DJ Moses. What? I don't care about the right guard not doing his job. Did he drop the football or did you drop the football, son? That's right. You dropped the football. Now get out there and give me some laps. 3 of them. Run the play again. Run the play again. I said, run the play again. Jesus, you're killing me, son. You're killing me. Jay Hayden, take over practice. I got to deal with this interview. I don't got time for this right now.
Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live from the Scorpions practice facility. We're attempting to give our viewers an interview today with head coach Eddie Gage. The Scorpions have had what many call an up and down offseason. Both players from your season 16 draft class declared for free agency, but your front office should be commended for the players they replaced them with. Can you tell us about that?
Like you said, both guys we got from season 16 draft class, Memphis River Runners, declared for free agency. Bernard Smith and Max Knight decided to go in a different direction. We have nothing but respect for them in their decisions and wish them nothing but the best. But like you said, our front office did a great job bringing in replacements. Shad Allen, or from Portland, is going to play in a strong safety position. We're going to move Eddie Gage over to free safety. And we brought in a longtime veteran, Hunter Norwood, to take Max's spot. There's a lot of pressure. Bringing in a veteran who expects to win and win now. But we live off that pressure, so we'll see how the season plays out.
So Gage, with the SFL roster expanding, your team signed 3 players, all on the offensive side of the ball. With you being a defensive-minded coach, tell us about what led you to pick up players in free agency and the draft, all on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, Patrick Kelly, left guard from St. Louis. In my opinion, you can never have enough offensive linemen. So when he became available in free agency, it was a must that we go after him. We did, and we're happy to have him here. Fullback, Tariano Rivera. DJ, as much as he just pissed me off just right now, you know, if I'd have came back to the locker room without a fullback, you know, I would have had to sleep with one eye open because, you know, he's been wanting a fullback for a long time. That and the fact that he does stats made it a no-brainer for us. And then Jay Hayden, we were going to actually go with a third linebacker, but when he reached out to us in the offseason about helping the coaching staff, we had to acknowledge that. He was hungry. And so we decided to bring him on board, and we're happy to have him here. He plays tight end, so, you know, we decided to keep him at that spot. And like I said, we're happy to have him. So we'll see how it all shakes out.
So on the eve of free agency, a bombshell was dropped on the organization when both of your starting wide receivers suddenly retired.
Yeah.
Tell us what that moment was like and how your front office reacted so quickly signing their replacements.
The Hands brothers, with literally hours left to go in free agency, pretty much everyone signed to a team already, decided at the last minute, literally, to retire. And it hit us hard because we didn't have time to look for replacements because the talent pool was few. And so, but like you said, our front office did a wonderful job getting out there and finding 2 guys who had recently retired, and Ryan Owens, and Ryan and Connor, But we're happy to have those guys, and like I said, we're looking forward to it. They don't have necessarily the build and readiness of the Hands brothers, but we're coaching them up, and if we can just manage to stay afloat, I think we'll be okay.
So Gage, earlier you touched on bringing in Jay Hayden as your new defensive coordinator. Walk us through that process and how has it been working with him this offseason?
Jay has been a godsend. He's been fantastic. I mean, the minute he reached out to us, he expressed his desire to learn from us, and he was not accepting no for an answer. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm not just something, that's not a position I'm just willing to give up freely. But Jay is hungry, and from day one, he expressed his desire to learn and do all he could to help this franchise get to the next level. We are glad to have him here. And the minute he got access to our coaches channel, the first thing he did was went straight to our playbooks that we submitted previously and started asking questions about why we did this and why we did that. And man, he's just, a sponge, just soaking up all the knowledge that he can. And he's done such a great job that we decided to promote him, before week one even started, which is probably a shock to some people. But about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we approached him and told him that he's now going to be our assistant head coach alongside Eddie Gage. And man, we are happy to have him because this guy's hungry, man. He works just as hard, if not harder, than Gage does. So he puts in a lot of time in film study and running sims and things of that nature. So happy to have him here. And speaking of promotions, Cliff Allen, our social media director, done a great job for us getting our store open. So we now have Sector 6 for all your apparel needs, but we also have our own personal store to give us, our fans and our viewers and our players, more options in terms of apparel and team store needs. So we got both of those open, and I'd like to thank Cliff for that. The guy is the bomb in terms of social media with graphics and everything else he does for us. He did a great job with our Season 18 hype video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The guy's fantastic, and he's done such a wonderful job that we also decided to promote him, and he is now our director of operations here in Arizona. Happy to have him. Hope we got him locked up for the foreseeable future.
Well, congratulations goes out to you, Cliff Allen, and Jay Hayden, assistant head coach. So, Gage, you received a lot of heat predicting the Scorpions going 12-0.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still stand behind that projection?
Absolutely. I mean, as a head coach, as a competitor, you won't ever see me go out there projecting my team to go 10-2, 8-8, 6-6, or any of that. Our job is to win games, and that's my mentality. So 12-0 is my prediction. If we lose week 1 versus Tulsa, I'll be humble about it and say good game, Tulsa. And if you ask me after the game, immediately my answer is going to be we're going 11-1. If we lose to Atlanta week 2, I'm going to say we're going 10-2, and so on and so forth. That's my mindset. That's my mentality. And as a competitor, I don't expect my players to feel any other way but to expect that. If that's the case, why bother running sims week 9 versus Baltimore? I'm just going to go out there and compete, So that's my game plan, and, I'll be humble in a loss, but I'm going to be expecting wins each and every week. So every week, my game plan is go 1-0 until the season ends.
Well, at least one analyst has the Scorpions finishing the season 6-6. What do you think about that projection?
I don't knock it. Like I tell the players in our locker room every season, every week, never get too high on a team, on an analyst or anything like that, content creator, predicting playoffs, championships, anything like that, and never get too low if they predict us not making the playoffs. Like I said, our objective every week is to go 1-0, and only thing that matters is what the players in our locker room believe. And as long as they believe, our coaches believe, our front office believes, our owner believes that we can win, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We set the bar high, and it doesn't matter what the naysayers say. It doesn't matter what the guys who predict us to win championships say. Only thing that matters is what we go out there and show and prove on the field.
Well, Gage, can you tell us about the game plan for week 1 versus Tulsa?
So Jay and I have been running sims, and when they decided to move Sanzo over to wide receiver 4, he was a power back for them. It sent shockwaves around the league, and we saw why, because with the number 1 overall pick, they brought in Douglas Brown. He's a finesse back, change of pace guy, and he's a threat anywhere on the field. He can take it to the house on any given moment, so we got to pay attention to him. And that never became more clear when we started running simulations. The guy's dynamic, man, and he's a home run hitter. So we saw a preseason game they played versus DC. In his very first carry, he took it like 64 yards to the house. The guy's a ball player, and but defensively, we don't know what they're gonna do because actually on both sides of the ball they have new coaches. So we have no film on either of those guys. Word on the street is that Gabriel Mann is gonna be the OC. I heard he helped out with it last season, but now it's his car. He's driving it. He has the keys. And on the defensive side of the ball, they got Jaden Swift over there calling the defense. So we don't know what's coming. So defensively, we have a conservative play style, more so than I would like to do because anyone who knows me knows I like to play aggressive. And but we're playing a conservative approach this week. We abandoned the 4-3 base defense. We're going straight nickel as a base. And we're just going to lay back and see what happens. Hopefully the ball finds us enough. We create enough plays, get enough turnovers, and put our offense in the short field. And offensively, like we say, we lost the Hands brothers. Ryan Owens and Connor Weston, whose name I jacked up earlier. My apologies, young man. I'm still learning you guys too. But they aren't quite the Hands brothers, but they are serviceable. So we'll do what we can until we get those guys coached up as the season progresses. And we got a plan in place. If we can just manage to stay afloat throughout the season and remain in contention, I have a plan in place to take advantage of some things. And I look forward to big things out of those guys, Connor in particular, toward the season end and hopefully into the playoffs. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Well, fans, that's our time. We'd like to once again extend a great congratulations to Assistant Head Coach Jay Hayden and Director of Operations Cliff Allen. Thank you, Gage, for your time and good luck with this season. We are back to the studio.
Thank you. Go Scorpions.